Kipo and the Age of Wonderbeasts review. And welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben, and this is my review for Kipo and the Age of Wonderbeasts, a Netflix original animated series. Kipo, a sheltered girl, gets a crash course in survival when a mutant attack sends her to the surface, far from the safety of her underground home. So there are 10 episodes, about 25 minutes long. It's very easy to get through, and I absolutely loved this series. I really hope we get to see a lot more.
Oh, thank you!
The kid in me came out when watching this. I laughed and giggled the whole way through. I thought the main protagonist, Kipo, was very likable. I loved what they did with her character arc. She is a fish out of water that meets hardened humans. There are muties. There's these two humans and muties, and some mutants on Earth can speak, and they've grown to unimaginable creatures, kind of an amalgamation of creatures we have on Earth, bigger, larger, with more eyes, that can do different things. The imagination in this series is so much fun to watch.
These are weird.
It's very clean as well, which is so great, so you can watch with the whole family. I didn't see anything in there that isn't compatible for all ages to watch. I don't think even young members won't get scared in anything of this. I thought it's a really nice to see a complete adventure that's clean for the whole family. It's really adventure escapism at its best.
You need to do some soul searching.
I really like the fish out of water story with Kipo, and I like what they do with her character arc, because not only is she trying to figure out where her family is, she bands together this group of ruffians and different type of characters that come from every different walk of life and not just humans. So you'll see who they are as they come together, and they have their own struggles and their own backgrounds and their own story. But she seems to have this really great spark for life. Maybe that's because she's from the underground and how she was raised. By all intents and purposes, her father looked like he was a fantastic dude, or is, and you will see her gathering people and bringing people around her. Reminded me, strangely enough, of Naruto. I know that's a side step, but you'll be like, how? Naruto seemed to make everybody his friends, no matter what. Even his enemies, his friends, along the journey, most of the time. And I feel like that's the same here with Kipo. No matter what's going on, she seems to be able to have this ability to make friends everywhere, and that's a lot of fun to see. And it's how that dynamic works with humans that have lived on Earth for so much time that they are hardened, and all they know is that this land is evil and scary and everything's out to get you, and so it's just to live for yourself and try and survive day by day. But she comes from a land where there is love and friendship, and so she brings that to the top side, and how that mixes in the dynamic with her friends and her group, her mixed together family, is really interesting to see. And that's the dynamic of the characters within the storyline. But as the arc evolves, and I think the arc only really kicks in from about episode 6, it's these individual adventures, but it's broken up into one story as you see her trying to find her family as she gathers her new family. I think the animation is very good. It reminds me a lot of other Netflix original series like The Dragon Prince. Is very similar in that. It's very vibrant, it's full of color, it's full of life. The score and the soundtrack are really good. I like the soundtrack particularly because it ranges from classical to dubstep to rock, depending on the characters that you meet along the way. For me, the best thing about this animation is the characters and what they've done with characters that you know, like species we know, and how they've changed them. So I'm just going to give you one example. That's the only kind of spoiler. You get lumber cats, and then these cats have all different types of things that you take on human characteristics. You put those things together and you get these amazing characters, and that's the same for other species in this series, which makes the series a lot of fun to watch. And on top of that, the script is very quirky, it's very punchy. There's stuff in there for adults that you'll get the jokes, there's stuff in there for kids that will, just make them laugh out loud. And so I feel like the mesh is perfect family viewing, escapism fun. I'm going to give this an A.
Don't kid me.
I'm really hoping for more series. I hope they develop this arc into something big. I think this is a strong contender for one of the best animations on Netflix at the moment. Definitely worth a watch. The voice Acting is great. Obviously, for me, I watch it in English, but I'm sure there is dubbing. But voice acting, I think, is great. It's really enjoyable. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you thought about this series. I thought it was really good. And what is your favorite animation on Netflix? I think this might be mine for the time being. Thanks so much for watching this review, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.